Okay, this should be Radpherd 14, and we're back to the body again, taking a look at that. On the front, the only thing I've done is I tack welded the two pieces of the fender back together, because before I said I was going to have to tweak it when I noticed that there was some gap between this surface here and the cab itself. But now I realize that I need some space there, and I'll put a rubber strip in there to take care of that. The big news, you might say, is that the cab has been split. It is now the length that I propose to have it when it's finished. Let's see if that's better. I've cut it across here, then back, and then down the back of the door opening. Then the piece that came out, which is actually from here back to here and down. So that now I have 24 inches of space to put a back seat or to use it for storage. But and also below this line, I actually have 26 inches. And that's due to the fact that I added 2 inches to that area. So if you go back to the drawing, you'll see that from here I have a step in the bed and in the exhaust stacks. And I like that feature so much, I had to make a step in the cab to to make there a reason for stepping the exhaust and the bed itself. So now I got to fill all this back in. Up on top here, and I meant to get a stool to step on. Okay, on top here I have my first piece of metal I'm working on to shape it. And I come to the conclusion that I'm not going to be able to do it without some equipment. It's all dented up right now. It'll get smoothed out, but I had to buy what's called an English wheel, which you can see the yellow back there, and we'll take a look at it now. So there's an English wheel. Isn't that amazing? All it does is, and this is just a piece of paper, but it'll simulate it. Let me see if we switch screens. Okay. This will allow the metal to roll through the rollers, and you put pressure on it. It smooths out the bumps, and it stretches the metal to allow it to curve in the direction that you want. The bottom wheel has a bit of curve to it. Let's see if I can even get the right angle. All right, there we go. You can see the curve. So that it smashes the metal, if you will, right in the center of the two wheels and allows it to roll off either side. Okay, so hopefully that's going to work out. I've never used one before. I'm pretty sure that was what I needed. And so now I'm going to go back to one other thing that's going to be worked on in the future, but I have to plan for it now. This will probably be the diameter of my gas tank. I'll put one on either side of the frame. They'll actually go into the cab like the old tank, which went across the back. Now it actually will not be inside. I will cut the cab out around this area so that, and then I'll close it in so that actually the tank is outside of the cab. And then on the fronts of these, I have a picture of a rocker can from, it says Penn's Best on the front of it, an antique can. So we'll see how that all works out, but that's part of the plan there. I guess at this point, that's all the new news. And so I guess I'm going to work. See you.